Greetings. So, a quick story time with Madge. Kind of dropped it after last video, so I thought, okay, I need to give a few more, keep it going and that. So, quick story time. 20 years old, going Maidstone, going to. Would you believe it? I wouldn't go on this kind of thing now, but going on a bar crawl in Canterbury. Is it Canterbury or Maidstone? Not. I think Canterbury. Canterbury was the spot. And yeah, so I'm going uni in Kent now, and we're going up to Canterbury for this bar crawl. Gather the friends. I might have to change some names. I might change the name of one person in this story, and everyone else can have their plaudits. Yeah, the people don't know what a bar crawl is. You just pay money and you get all these free entry into bars and maybe some clubs. On this particular one, we had free entries to all these bars. You spend money at the bars or you get free drinks, and then you go to a club at the end. It's like the most like whitest English thing a student could do. Oh man. Just because obviously you're going to get very drunk, right? You're going to get just mad drunk. But this is what I was on. So yeah, we gathered together, a group of us, about 12 people, maybe I want to say 12 people. We get in there late. The train, we get in there for like 9 p.m. Let's say. Big mixed group, black folks, white folks. Yeah, it's a mixed group, and girls and guys as well. There was one person who I have to change her name of. Let's call her Janet. Yeah, Janet's cool. Janet's a white sister, a white girl. She's cool. Janet's from the countryside. Do you get me? And Janet can't drink and stay like Janet. She becomes, I don't know, what should we call her? She becomes, I don't know, Queen Janet. And so at the end of the bar crawl, when we're in the club now, we're sort of like, okay, this was a bit rubbish and you had to be drunk to enjoy this. Janet has become Queen Janet, and Janet's come to give me a hug. Janet's cool, we're brethren. Imagine and Janet are cool, we're brethren. She's giving me a hug. And then what I'm about to say happened was very traumatic for me. Because Janet smiled, laughed at herself, and then proceeded to lick my face. From here to like here, like a long lick. And I think I sobered up at this point, because it made me think about where I was at in life. I'm drunk. I've lost my jacket. I'm in a t-shirt in a club that smells of like snake bite, which is like fruity beer and sweat and just teenage life basically. And yes, we left the club and we didn't have a way to get home. We didn't have, I don't know why. I think we had to stay out in the cold, chilling for a train, our first morning train, and it was like 5 p.m. or something, 5 a.m., something like that. And something else happened on this thing, which I'll speak about another time, which is I actually put in a song, Old Tight Giles. I actually put in a song. And also at Kemi, you've seen this song be performed in Journey to Justice lot. But yes, so we're freezing in the cold. Keep in mind, I've lost a jacket. Someone stole my jacket. And not one of our group, but someone that we don't know stole my jacket. So I'm out in the cold. Waiting. I don't know why we were in a park or a cemetery waiting for the time that we could go into the train station, or the train station would open. We get on the train, everyone's still kind of drunk. And Janet, still Queen Janet, she's cool, man. I've forgotten about the lick the face thing. I've tried to push it to the back of my mind because how else could I cope? And the inspector, the train inspector, is sort of walking around, and none of us are paid for this train. It's the first train. None of us are paid for it. None of us want to pay for it. None of us really got any money in it. We've spent it on this thing. And the inspector said he walked past us once, gave us a little nod, all of us, came back, and he just said one thing to us. Didn't ask for tickets or anything. Just said, lower the noise, because we were loud. Now, what do you think Janet did at this point, Queen Janet? Janet didn't stay loud. Janet didn't stay quiet. Janet got louder. And so now we're all getting tickets. Now we all have to buy tickets. I think did we get a fine? We either got fined or we had to pay the ticket, and the ticket wasn't cheap. So yeah, the moral of the story is careful the company you keep. You get me? Anybody named Janet, lock them off.